All right, everybody, welcome into the Friday edition of the live Dubb Studio training. Happy July 3rd, almost July 4th, almost to the weekend. Hope everyone's had a good week. Let's see who we have coming in today. If it is your first time into the Dubb Studio training today, please put a one in the chat if this is your first time in here. And also, if you're early on in the process, putting a one in the chat is really helpful to know who's new in terms of coming in, whether you saw us with an ad, a social post, a referral, whatever it is. Drop a one in there if you don't mind. If you are new to Dubb, if you're returning, if you can put a two, that'd be great. Most of the names I remember coming back. It's always cool to see the returners coming back for more. Let's see. Let me come over to the ones. Hava. Hopefully, I'm saying your name correctly. Let me come over to you. You can correct me when I get over to you. Hava, if you want to turn your mic on, you're more than welcome to say hello. If you want to turn your mic on, hi.
Okay, hi.
Hava, is that correct?
Hava. Uh-huh.
Hava. Okay, close. That was close. Hava, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So what brings you our way?
Well, the last time I was on, I hadn't purchased it. I didn't really know that much about it. And then I purchased the program and I just want to continue so that I can absorb. It's a lot of technology and a lot of stuff, and I feel a bit overwhelmed, but
Yeah.
I'm here because I want to start the process, and I realize it's gonna take me some time to get it all if I ever do. But yeah.
Let me ask you this. What's your industry? What do you do?
Oh, I'm in real estate.
Perfect. Buyers,
Yeah.
sellers, FISBOs, expired, all the above. Who do you
Yep.
work with?
All the above.
Okay. I would say this. You ready? This is going to be very specific because I'm going to, in the training today, I'm going to go through the A to Z, how to record, how to do everything, go through like a complete kind of picture.
Oh,
What
great.
I would pay attention to for real estate specifically
Okay.
is picture in picture on the mobile app, which is using both cameras on the mobile app, the mobile app, where when you're doing property walkthroughs, it will put you on the screen with what you're showing. That has
Okay.
been really popular with real estate folks. We have a lot of real
Yep.
estate people use Dubb. So that's one thing. That's one specific thing that you can focus on is when I
Okay.
talk about that, right? The other one is when you're sitting at your webcam, if you want to put a virtual screenshot behind you of a property someone's interested in, and then you can hold up a whiteboard on the Dubb mobile app with the address. It could be an expired or something. And maybe
Mm-hmm.
you have an idea about how to sell this property better or something. But the visual would be you sitting in front of your webcam, screenshot the property, put it behind you, and you're holding up something about the property in front like this.
Hmm.
So those are two specific ones to focus on when we're doing today. The other one that is specific for real estate is going to be you inside of a bubble for a screen recording for a market update. So
Mm-hmm.
that can be done with the Dubb Chrome extension, the Dubb desktop app. They're both screen recorders. But the whole idea is you pull up a slide deck or a site that has like a, if you created a CMA, you can do that too. But if you're doing a market update one, pull up the market update, put yourself inside of a bubble and
Mm-hmm.
start talking, visually walking through the page using some annotations to point some things out about giving your take on the market.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I
it's
love
more
it.
about your take. It's not really about it's like your take on what the numbers are, you know?
Right. I
So
love
those are three things. So don't get overwhelmed with anything else. Just focus on those
it.
three visual styles, okay?
Okay. All right.
Um,
Thank
and
you.
then if you want to do this, I'll say this before we go on this point. I'm going to put this in the let me drop this in the chat. This is going to be our email address, feedback@dubb.com. So if you want to try a style as like a practice one and you
Huh?
want to send it over to us, feel free. Like grab the Dubb mobile app, walk around your house and pretend you're doing a property walkthrough. Or like,
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean? And just send it over. We can give you
Yes.
so.
Okay, great. To feedback. Okay, got it. Okay,
Yep.
great. Fantastic. Thank you.
And lastly, if you're on a paid plan now, if you upgraded, did you get your account set up with the team, the optimization setup?
Um, I did have a session with Eileen.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
great. Yep.
Yeah.
Eileen is fantastic.
Hmm.
Yeah, anybody on the team, just as long as you got the setup where they helped you set up the pages, the logos, things like that. If that didn't happen, just rebook and
Oh
just get
no,
that
I
set
didn't
up.
do logo. No, I did not do logos. No.
Yeah, just like your little logo there. Just make sure things are set up. You can just
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. No, I did not do that part.
Yeah.
No.
Just reach out to support at
Okay.
dubb.com, and then the team will get with you on that. That way you can start doing it. Yeah.
All right, great. Sounds great. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'll expect that video by later today. No, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I like watching that stuff, so I like giving feedback.
I'm a little blocked.
Yeah. We're gonna unblock you.
I'm
Let's go. Start recording stuff. Get moving. Okay.
okay. Thank you.
Great meeting you. Thanks, Alvin. All right, let's see. Who else put a one in there? Who else is on the one block? Let's see. I think I saw another one in there. Let me just check really quick. Where did everybody go? Okay, I thought I saw another one. I guess it was gone. Jim, you put 2-1. I forgot a lot. Okay. So Jim, it's been a while since you and I chatted, Jim. I'm trying to remember. Jim, was it we've chatted before, like marketing? I'm trying to remember what your niche was. Your industry, Jim, if you can
Yeah,
hear me.
basically we do financial we
Right. Okay.
we're financial consultants. Okay.
That's right. You go back in businesses, right? Say money that there is missed or something. I know you do some kind of audit, right? I think that's what it was.
Right. We have expense reduction services.
There you go. Okay, that's actually a great phrase. Expense reduction services. ERS. That sounds perfect for a hook. Do you know what ERS is? You could hold that up and be like, wait, what is ERS? That's pretty good. I
Well,
would say,
I actually have a badge that I can wear at, like chamber meetings and things
yeah,
that
yeah.
says credit card fraud detection. And they immediately
Mm.
think I'm a cop. It's kind of funny, but
Hey, from fraud to free or something like
yeah.
that.
But
Yeah, you
here's
could,
the
yeah.
and what I was getting at is you just covered one thing, but I was the guy who wanted to do everything in. I have PowerPoints, and I
Yeah.
finally figured out how to build a thing out with the like multi point PowerPoints.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and basically I figured out how to create the whole slide, do one picture. I was trying to avoid the photo or the picture in the bubble, but
Yeah.
when you covered that, I was questioning how do because if I remember right, the first 3 seconds are going to be like a teaser.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do
Yep.
you turn it on so it's not the teaser so you can build them together without?
Well, the GIF, the animated GIF is either A, the first 3 seconds when you hit record, that just happens naturally, or you can upload your own thumbnail, or you can slide it with editing inside of Dubb. You can take the slider and move it to a
Oh,
different
okay.
part of the video. So if you like a visual different, like say you're in the middle of the presentation, you're pointing something out. If you want that, just slide it. I'll show that in editing. Just slide it to editing and just you can upload your pick your thumbnail spot and that can be the thumbnail. That can be the
Yeah,
G.
because I was thinking that I could actually have the title slide. I think I know what I can do. Rather than trying to explain it, I'll play with it.
Send it to feedback, Jim, if you
Okay.
want, because that way we'll see the GIF. When
Yeah.
you send it over, we can tell you what it looks like.
Well, I'm just trying to think of because I need to modify things on the fly, and so as a
Mhm.
result, I could build out one presentation and bring in some modifications.
You can always, if you want to, with the Dubb desktop app, it's a really great clip recorder. So what
Okay,
you could do is when you
and that's what
have
I would be
the
using as the desktop ad.
yeah, as long as you have like if say if I was recording 5 clips, right, in general for my
Right,
presentation, right? What I would do just as a plan, when I'm recording them, I would download each clip an MP4, save them on your computer, just download them, right?
right,
So you have them. And then when you make a change to the presentation, all you have to do is just build it back and just
right,
put in the ones you want and drop in the new one and then finish it and then combine
right.
it. As long as you have the assets, the MP4 downloads, it's just like
Mhm.
editing, just drop in what you
And
want.
realistically, most of the presentation will be exactly the same except for the results.
Okay. Well, then it's just one slide, then I guess.
Yeah,
Maybe
one
two.
or two slides.
Yeah.
The thing is, if I say, here's what we do, point one, point two, point three, point four, I started thinking I could record point four as the slide, then I take it off and record and take the point four off and make it point three, so I could build it out to see what the whole thing would look like and
Yeah.
then deconstruct it. So it wouldn't be jumping all over the screen.
Yeah, that's a better idea. You want to make it as smooth and clear as possible.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, the clarity and slowing things down on certain points, especially with things like that, is really big. But being engaging, you're giving your take. That's true across the spectrum with everything. So, yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
I didn't
Jim,
want to
good.
use my picture because I've got a face for radio.
Ah, Jim, stop saying that. Stop saying that. You got to listen. I'll say this. In the world that we live in right now, if you're on social media or watching videos or whatever it is, we're living in a time where the personal pretty much is the professional. So I
Yeah.
think people appreciate different aspects of us as humans now more than ever in terms of how we're trying to express ourselves, physically, verbally, all that kind of stuff. So lean into it, my friend.
I
Lean.
heard, I heard a guy make the comment that this is done by AI, so it looks perfect, but it's not.
Yeah, listen, AI is fantastic for supportive stuff. It is just my take on it. I think AI is supportive for great for supportive stuff. Great
Mhm.
for situations where you want to, maybe you create a character. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do. It just depends on how you want to present it. I think at the end of the day, people want authenticity of message and how it's delivered, and that's really what it's all about.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Thank you.
Cool. Good chatting with you, Jim. Okay, so we are going to begin. So let me share my screen here. And, well, actually, not yet. Hold on one second. And if anybody has any questions, we've got Ina from our team here today. She is a Dubb expert. She knows every corner of the software. So if anybody has any questions as I'm kind of walking through the A to Z, feel free to pop those in the chat, and Ina will answer them as we kind of move along, and then we'll go from there. But before we begin, I think the biggest thing for everybody, regardless of your industry, and this is something, this is the nail we like to hammer all the time. What is your hook? What is your hook? We think of this all the time. We do ads, we do social posts, we do any kind of content, whether it's SEO videos on YouTube. What's the reason someone's going to want to click on this? So even if you have warm leads, cold leads, referrals, introductions, follow-ups, whatever it is, there's always a hook. There's always got to be a reason for them to want to click. So to come up with a hook, if you're using any kind of AI tool, we highly recommend it for this supportive, effort here. So if you're using ChatGPT, if you're using Grok, if you're using Gemini, if you're using Auto within the Dubb dashboard, right at the top of the Dubb dashboard in your own Dubb account, we have Auto. We also have AI, which we have meetings for it every day at 12:30 p.m. PST. That is a separate part of Dubb called Dubb AI, which is pretty amazing. It does CRM updates, lead gen, all kinds of cool stuff. I'll put the link in the chat right here if you want to register for the meetings. I just dropped it in the chat. That's Monday through Friday, 12:30 p.m. PST. That is AI specifically. But the point I'm making about the hooks is whatever AI tool you're using, give the AI an education on what your industry is, who your folks are, your ICP, your ideal client profile. What is the value that you want to deliver when you're reaching out to them? What is the action that you want them to take? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to visit your site? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want them to download something? What is that next action? Make sure the AI just has a nice little short, doesn't have to be a book, just write a short little paragraph about what it's all about so the AI has an understanding. Then you want to follow that up with asking the AI, give me a list of about 20 to 30, it could be longer if you want, 3 to 5 word hook phrases that I can use. So someone's going to want to click on my video. The reason we say 3 to 5 words is because it's nice, short, and punchy phrases. And I'll also show you visually why we say that in a second. But the point is, once it gives you the list of those 3 to 5 word hook phrases, give it a human pass, see the ones you like, don't like, give it back to the AI with any adjustments that you would like. The bottom line is, once you have your final list of 3 to 5 word hooks, now you can decide, okay, what kind of video do I want to record now? What makes sense? Do I want to do direct to webcam? Do I want to do a screen recording? Do I want to record with my mobile app? That's what we're going to walk through right now and what that looks like. So let me share my screen here, and this is going to be it right here. Okay, so when we send a Dubb video, what does it look like? When you send a Dubb video, it's going to be an animated video GIF like this. It's going to repeat. So when you hit record with Dubb, any way that you record that we're going to look at, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat as an animated video GIF preview. Now, you can, as I was explaining at the top, inside of the Dubb platform with editing, you can slide it to a different part of the video visually and use that as the GIF, or you can upload your own thumbnail. But to be really efficient with this stuff, why not when you hit record, be ready to go? That way you're saving time on it. Now, this one right here was recorded with the basic webcam recorder right from my webcam. And I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone. There's a whiteboard feature where you can type. The reason we say 3 to 5 word phrases for the hooks is because it fits nice and snug right there. And also up here in an email subject line or an SMS, it's nice and short and punchy to the point. Now, as far as the hook itself, again, once you feel confident about it, throw it right there. This is one of the most straightforward ways you can deliver a message to someone. It is right there in front of them when they see the animated preview. Now, because it's animated, give it a little bit of movement, little movement to it, little point, little lean. I wouldn't stay stiff the whole time. It is animated, so just do a slight movement to it. Now, from this same webcam, you also can do a slightly different style. So what I can do here is I can take a screenshot of the industry that I'm in and I can drop it behind me. Now, notice in this example, I'm not holding up the whiteboard. The reason I'm not doing that is because I feel confident enough that because of that screenshot there, it's going to give you reason enough to click. So if you feel that that's the case, drop it behind. You take a screenshot, webcam, drop it behind. Could be someone's profile like you see here. Could be a property in real estate. Could be an article within your industry. Could be a screenshot of a website, an action someone took, whatever it is. Just give a little turn back, a little back to the camera, something like that. Now you can do the best of both worlds. You could have the image behind you, and the image behind you will be context. and then the hook will be in the front. And this can be done with any industry, so you can do both. Now, in particular with real estate, this has worked really well for real estate folks over the years. Have the property behind, have a little explanation or hint about what's great about the property, or whatever the situation is, whether it's expired, whatever, or even have the property address. This is a nice visual for someone to see, and they're going to want to click on it. Now, you also can do screen recording videos. So this one right here was done with the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder. This is a browser-based screen recorder. So if you want to put yourself on top of anything within your browser, in a circle, square, rectangle, whatever, pointing things out visually, this is a nice quick way to do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a three-step process. Once you have it up here, to pin it up here at the top. And then when you're logged in, you can put yourself on top of anything. Now, notice in this example, again, this could be any industry, but in this example, I'm right next to the title. I've placed myself right there. We know it's a market forecast. I even have some annotation arrows pointing towards the bubble. And inside the bubble, I'm giving that additional hook. Yes, it's a market forecast, but I'm telling you there's been a big change in the market. So whatever industry you're in, placement of where you are on the page, the hook that you have in there, all of this is going to be visually engaging. Now, we also have another screen recorder called the Dubb Desktop app. The Dubb Desktop app is different than the Dubb Chrome extension we just looked at because the Dubb Desktop app can go on top of anything on your computer. It's not beholden to the browser. It can go on top of sites, documents, videos, slide decks, whatever you want. And it also has the ability to crop in closer on something. If you want to do something a little cooler, a little more artistic, kind of moved in, you can do that with the Dubb Desktop app. So both screen recorders are great. When I show them back to back, you'll see those differences in action. The last way to record is going to be with the Dubb mobile app. This one right here, very similar to the webcam one I just showed you earlier. All you have to do instead of holding up a whiteboard is just type the hook on the screen and then move it around wherever you want to. Something simple as this has always worked really well over the years. You also can do something that looks like this, dropping a virtual background behind you with the mobile app. Take the screenshots, put them behind you, add a little text on the screen, and you get that same feeling you got from the webcam, except you're out and about doing it. Just take the screenshots on your phone. Another cool function on the Dubb mobile app is this. This is picture in picture. Absolutely perfect for property walkthroughs in real estate. You can have your reaction to what you're showing when you're showing different parts of the property, different things. If you're not in real estate, this is great for any kind of local prospecting where if you want to record a quick video outside of the business, maybe you notice something about it, send it to the contact email that you have. If you're at an event or a conference, record the crowd, talk about what's going on, do it as a social post, send it as a video newsletter. If you're sitting right in front of your computer, and pull up all those different scenarios we just talked about. Hit picture in picture on the Dubb mobile app, record your computer, lean in as you're noticing something, and it's going to have you on the screen with what you're showing that's in front of you. That's a great way to kind of be visually creative. If you're ever with a client in person, why not take your phone, go on the Dubb mobile app, put yourself in the top left, have the person, your client, right in front of you, and do a nice little video and testimonial conversation because it uses both cameras on the phone. So that's a cool way to kind of create something if you're with your client in person. So all of these are options with the Dubb mobile app with picture in picture. Now, regardless of the choice that you choose in terms of style, it's all about what happens when they click. So they got your animated preview, they like the hook, they like the visual, they click on it. Now they're brought to a customized landing page that we call in Dubb terms a preset. So it's going to have your logo over there. You're going to have the video you created right here in the middle. It's going to have the playlist of videos right over to the right. So what you can do here is add some educational videos over here, supportive videos that will always play seamlessly right after the first video you've made. One thing you can definitely do, is record your pitch video. Minute and a half, evergreen. You record it once, you can always use it, unless you change your services or something. But you have that pitch video that will always play after because these initial videos should always be about that hook. If I'm clicking on the top 3 reasons to do something and you're not getting right into that, I'm not going to be too happy about it. So whatever hook you're saying, get right into it. I wouldn't make these videos that long. I would say a minute or less is a nice sweet spot. Get in, deliver the value, have them take an action at the end of the video. If you have video testimonials, definitely put them over here in the playlist. It's a great spot for them. It kind of completes the circle. If you don't have video testimonials, or if you do have them and you're looking to get more, I'll show you a little convenient way to do it that a lot of Dubb folks have used over the years. Now, once they've consumed this content, you've told them to take an action below, how do they take the action? That's going to be with your call to action buttons, your CTAs. Now, these are really great in terms of next things they want to do. So you're enabling them to do that. Booking a time in your calendar with a calendar link is probably the most important popular button ever in sales. That one right here, it's over the years. But you also can have a button that goes to your website. You can have a button that emails them back. You could have a button that downloads a document, a listing agreement, a contract, a guide. You could have them fill out a form. You could have a link to an external form. You could have them check out some case studies. You can have them leave you a review. So lots of options down here. If you have multiple buttons, I would just put them in order of importance from left to right. This button right here, reply with video, you can ask someone to send you a video back. Doesn't happen all the time, but it's kind of a cool option just to have it hanging down there. But this is also really good for getting video testimonials. This is what a lot of Dubb folks use. So if you want a video testimonial from someone, send them a video, have that button below it, the reply with video, and it would be, hey, Anna, this is Rob. Listen, thank you so much for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. It is not complicated. You don't have to download anything. Just hit that reply with video button below and let me know what you think about the platform. So whatever questions you normally ask, they send that video back to you. You have a notification inside of your Dubb account that says, hey, you got a video reply, and all you have to do is make it part of the playlist. And this is the experience that's worked well for people over the years that have used Dubb. The last part of this is over to the right. This is your AI assistant called Sia, your Sales Interactive Assistant. The reason Sia is here is because when people land on your page, you have the ability to get some real-time questions answered right over here to the right. So you can have your FAQs, you can drop a question in there to the AI, and what the AI wants to do is it wants to give the answer, but it wants to keep the momentum going. So I gave you the answer. Now I want you to book a time in a calendar. Whatever your number one button is over here to the right and you want them to do, Sia is going to give the answer and then push for that. Now, to educate and create these AIs, these Sia AIs right here, you can do it right within your Dubb dashboard. So to give them the proper education, you can provide them individual website link pages where they will physically learn what's in text on the pages. And you also can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other, or you can do both. And now you have an AI working on your behalf right on those pages. Now, these preset landing pages in general, you want to have different preset landing pages for different parts of your audience. If I was in real estate and I worked with everybody, buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expired, residential, commercial, I would want different preset landing pages for different parts of my audience because when I get it and I'm an audience person, I feel like you're talking right to me. Plus, the videos are going to be a little different. The buttons might be a little different. The AI education is a little different. If you're in insurance, different kinds of insurance clients, different kinds of mortgage clients, different kinds of finance clients, different kinds of coaching and consulting clients, different kinds of recruitment clients, clients and employers and candidates. Everything pretty much has a split. So that's what you want to create with these. Now, when you go from a free trial to a paid plan with Dubb, we do an optimization setup in Zoom. So the team would meet you in Zoom and help you set these things up. Pages, buttons, logo, get you moving right out of the gate. This is also all tracked. So when you send a Dubb video and someone clicks on it and they land here, did they click on the email? Did they watch the video? If they did, what is the watch percentage? Did they click on any of the buttons? Did they interact with the AI? All of it will provide the information so you can follow up, in a really, really smart way, which is what it's all about. Now, as far as recording these, we're going to walk through them. So the webcam, how do we do something that looks like this? So inside your Dubb dashboard, you're going to go right to the top and you're going to click on this big red button right over here, create video. When you do that, it's going to open up your webcam. Now, to get the whiteboard that I was holding, that's going to be the Dubb mobile app. So DUBB app, Dubb app. When you have it, here it is right here, and you're going to click this little button right at the top, a little square button with the person. When you select that there, now you can type. So all I did before was I typed it and I turned it, my hook, just like this. There we go, like that. Just as simple as that. And then if you want to get the virtual background behind you, go below, select virtual background, scroll down, go to your photos, that tab right there. And this is where you can upload into this area any screenshots that you have that are industry related that you want to have behind you. It's going to create a little library for you here. And all you need to do is just select the one that you want, and it's going to put it behind you, just like this. Now, just make sure you have a good ring light or natural light in front of you. If you do talk with your hands, I would keep them within your shoulder range. If you go under the soup, you might lose some fingers here, but it looks like it's okay. And if you want to bring the hook in, you can bring it in just simply like this. Don't bring it out in here because you're going to lose it. Looks like I'm not holding anything. So stay like right in here. Now, every recording option also has a teleprompter available. So to use a teleprompter, you got to have a script saved inside of Dubb first. That's the requirement. When you do, in this example, you can click right above your head, go right to create new script. So if I don't have anything in there, I can click that button. It'll take me inside the platform, put a script in there. I also can scroll for scripts that I have saved, and I also can search for a script by title and then just click on it, and there you go. I would make yourself about arm's distance away physically wise. I would let the words flow up into your top eye line. This is going to be your speed. You can adjust it. You can hit the play button to test the speed to see if it's the right speed for you, back the text off, or zoom it in. If you do want to make changes, just hit the pencil icon right over here, make some real-time changes, click save. Now, in terms of delivering it, here we go. We're going to bring the hook in. We're going to hit record right here in the middle. I'm going to get a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hey, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And then I can hit the pause button right down here at the bottom, stop the teleprompter, stop the recording. I can hit that same button again. It resumes, and we're going to keep going. If I want to delete the video, it's the red X. It'll say, are you sure you want to do this? And if I want to save the video into the Dubb platform, it is the blue check mark, and that's going to save it into Dubb. And to close the teleprompter, just tap this little button right here, closed. So this is one of the most straightforward ways right from your webcam you can do it. You can hold up the hook like this, virtual background behind, combination of both, all from your webcam. So I'm going to select the check mark here, and it's going to save this video into the Dubb platform. And when we save it, it's going to land on the video edit page inside of Dubb. That's where you're always going to land. Now, when you're here, I just want to point out a couple of important parts in here. I'm going to grab a different video just because that's still transcoding. So we have our video here. How do we preview it? How do we see what this video looks like on a preset landing page? Go all the way over here to the right and click this little square button with the arrow right over here. When you click this here, it's going to open up a new page, and now I can preview what this looks like. We got the video, we got the playlist, we got the AI, we got the logo, we got everything we need. And you can take a look as far as what it looks like. Now, if you want to change it to a different preset landing page background, all you have to do is select this drop down here, and with one click of another preset landing page that I've created, it will change the background completely if I want to do that. You also can download the MP4 version of any video you save into Dubb. You want the MP4 file? You click the MP4 to download it. Every Dubb video has a QR code right over here. So if you want to do any kind of physical mailing, door hanger stuff, mail stack stuff, make a fun video. Pull yourself out of the mail stack. Say, hey, thanks for taking me out of the mail. If you're at an event or a conference and you've got a booth, set up a little placard. If you're walking around meeting people, record a video that says, hey, it was great meeting you at the event. Click below to stay in touch. And if you're doing open houses in real estate, put a little placard on the counter with the QR code. The video says, hey, thanks for coming to the open house. By the way, if you want to check out similar properties, all you got to do is click below. So a lot of options with the QR code. Analytics down here, we talked about activity reporting. There's an analytics tab. If you go over here to the right where it says activity and click on type, you can drill down on the actions that are happening with the video. You can isolate the ones you want, or you can get it all if you want to. Every video you save into Dubb, you can do a simple edit. So right here, I can click the editing tab here, scroll down right here, and this is where I can play the video. Hey, this is Rob from... I can also drag my timeline. See how I'm dragging my timeline from left to right down the bottom? If I want to cut something out, I can play it or drag it to my first cut point. Let's say it's right here. I'm going to select the scissor icon up here at the top. That's going to split the clip in two. See how it's in two pieces down at the bottom? And then I can play it or drag it to my second cut point. Hit the scissors again. Now I got 3 pieces that are down there. Whatever is highlighted in orange, I'm going to hit the trash can and it is gone. And don't hit the save button if you want to bring it back. If you want to bring it back, click on do, undo, undo, and you're right back where you started. Now, if you technically wanted to use a different part of your video for your thumbnail, hit the design tab here. And this is where you can either drag this to a different part of your video that you like better visually, click generate thumbnail, and that'll be your animated preview, or you can upload your own thumbnail. That is up to you if you want to do that. So we got a video we recorded. It's on a preset landing page. Now we just want to send it. So to do a simple send, we're going to go right over here to our email. We're going to open up a compose. Actually, let me get rid of that one because that already shows what happened. I usually in Gmail here, I always save some templates just to have everything ready to go. Okay, so best practice when you're doing this, you want to have the word video in the subject line. First thing that they see. Then you want to have that 3 to 5 word hook phrase we talked about in the beginning of the training today, right here. And then you just want, one line of text and then just drop the video in. To drop it in, right over here inside the video platform, there's a giant share and send button. It sits right here. Click that button, drop the email in of the person you're sending it to get that detailed activity reporting, and then click copy for email. And then all you're going to do is copy and paste and you're going to drop it in just like that, and you're able to send. Now, there is a shortcut available to do this. So if you have Gmail or Outlook 365 and you have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder that we're going to look at in a second, and you have it pinned up here, you have a shortcut available. In Outlook 365, it'll be in add-ins. In Gmail, it's right down here at the bottom, this little Dubb button right down here. When you select this button, it's going to open up the Chrome extension screen recorder that we're going to look at in a minute, and you have the ability to record a video right when you're inside Gmail. And then you can drop it right in. So I can record this, pop it in, or I can search down to the bottom right for a video that I want to pop in, and I can do that as well. So you have that as a shortcut right with the Chrome extension. All right, so speaking of the Chrome extension, how do we record a video that looks like this? Browser-based screen recording. Anytime you want to put yourself on something in your browser, in a bubble, that is the Dubb Chrome extension. So Google Dubb Chrome extension, three-step process to pin it up here, and then put it on top of anything within your browser. We're going to use LinkedIn as an example. I'm going to hit the Chrome extension button up here at the top, and it's going to open up and it's going to put me right on the page. Now, when you're on the page, think about a couple things with your webcam. The size, you can adjust it right here. Just pull the edges like this. Then you also can choose a different shape. Whether it's phone shape, square, rectangle, whatever you want, circle. Try to match the aesthetics of the page that you're on. I'm going to keep myself in a circle because Ruben's in a circle. And then I want to think about placement. Where's a cool spot to put myself for the animated preview? I'm going to bump it right up against his bubble right here. Inside the webcam, you can zoom yourself in for a tighter frame. You can back yourself up. You can move yourself around inside here if you want to. You can turn your camera off right over here to the right. You want to turn your camera off? Go ahead and turn it off. You can just do an audio walkthrough whenever you're talking about something. And if you are here, you also can use your headshot as well. So no camera, headshot, you have that available. If you want to put a virtual background behind you in here, just select the virtual background button down there and it'll drop a virtual behind you right inside here. We have an annotation tool that you can use right over here that we're going to use in a second. And this option also has a teleprompter as well. So right over here to the right, you can select the teleprompter option, come in here, find your script. Now, this is a little bit different than the one you saw with the webcam because I can physically move this one around the page. I also can manipulate the sides like this. But it is similar to the one you saw because it also has a speed up and down that you can control. Scroll speed. See me going up and down like this, and I can hit that play button to see if I like that speed. Lastly, you have three orientations to record with the Chrome. You have camera, and if I do that, it opens up like a webcam. If I select tab, it's going to be a clean cut of the page that I'm on. It won't show any of the tab mess I have at the top. And if I go screen, it's going to get my whole computer screen. I'd only use this if I want to bounce around to different tabs, take someone on a little tab journey. My circle will pop over to the different tab. I'm going to use tab option for this example here. I'm going to put myself right next to Ruben. I'm going to bring my hook back because I want to be able to use that inside of my bubble for the additional messaging. So I have that right here. And now I'm going to hit the record button over here to the right, start recording. I'm going to choose my tab. You can see it right there. And then I'm going to click share and it's going to start recording. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? I wanted to send you this quick video because I know that you are in technology. I'm in technology. I wrote a book. I like to read books. This is a great combination here. So I did my whole leaning in, did my stuff. That's my animated preview. Whenever you do these screen recordings, jumping to full screen is a really cool way to kind of, make a point about something, and then you can go right back to the page. If you want to do that, just hover over your webcam with your mouse, double click it. It will bring you here. Double click the screen to go right back to where you were. You also can scroll around. You can be very free flowing depending on your style. You can hit the pause button right down here on the bottom. Stop the recording if you want to take a break. Get yourself set up, and then when you're ready, click resume. You also can use the annotations to the left. Arrows, underlines, text on screen, numbers. You can put things in numerical order of importance, circles, whatever you want. Now, this is one of the more original ways to reach out on LinkedIn. Great way, whatever industry you're in, to be within the browser, put yourself on top of something, visually walk someone through. This is a great way to do it with the Chrome extension. So I'm going to hit the check mark like we did before. Check mark, and this is going to save this video right inside of the Dubb platform. Again, it will land on the video edit page inside of Dubb. Now, if you want to share this video on LinkedIn that we just created, you want to connect with someone first, so send them a connection request. Once you're connected, then you want to click the little message button down here at the bottom, and then you're going to be able to drop a video in here and send it, and they'll see that nice animated preview, and they'll be able to stand out, than all the text-based stuff they normally get. Now, the last screen recorder that we're going to look at is going to be the Dubb desktop app. The Dubb desktop app. So just Google it, Dubb desktop app, download it from Mac or PC. And when you have it on your computer, it's either going to be at the top or the bottom. When you click on the little D symbol there, you're going to see the functions. You also can click View Quick Menu. That will pop it up right here. And you have some functionality right here. So I'm going to click Record Screen. And we're going to look at similarities and differences now between Chrome and desktop. Big one is Chrome was browser-based. This one with the desktop app, you can go on top of anything. Now, first off, with the webcam, it can do all the same stuff that Chrome did. The annotation tool does all the same annotations. The teleprompter is similar to the Chrome because you can move it around like we did, but it is different in terms of what you can choose for delivering. Now, you're going to notice right over here it says auto track. If I hit record and decide to read this script and it was on auto track, that is voice recognition. So when I hit record and I read the script, it's going to go at my pace. Now, if I don't want that and I want the scroll speed like we saw with the Chrome and the webcam, just tap that closed and now you'll notice I'm able to scroll up and down with the speed. So it's either auto scroll or it's auto track. You have that kind of flexibility with the desktop app. Now, also here, in terms of the borders of what I'm recording, notice there's a red slash in this square down here at the bottom. What that means is if I hit record, it's going to get my entire computer screen. If I tap that little square and get rid of the red slash, now I have options in a drop down in terms of the borders of what I'm going to record on my screen. Right now it's on landscape, the proper orientation for YouTube. So whatever I put this on top of and whatever is inside these blue lines, that is going to be part of the recording and it's in the proper orientation for landscape. I also can change this to custom. So if I go custom, now I can crop around anything I want to crop around, which is really convenient in terms of showing what you want to show. Also down here, you can click on portrait. Portrait is the vertical position for social media. So if you're right from your desktop, you can record a social video just like this, put it on top of whatever you want, and it's in the proper format to do so. The last part is going to be the recording itself of the video. So I'm going to hit the red button down here at the bottom. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and now I am recording. Big difference here is the check mark. So before, like we saw with Chrome and the webcam, when we selected the check mark, it saved it into Dubb. That's not going to happen with the desktop app. So when you hit the check mark here, what's going to happen is it's going to open a preview window and you have just recorded a clip. So the desktop app records in clips, whereas the Chrome extension prior to this was one video you pause and resume and save. This is a clip recorder. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop some clips in here and then we're going to merge them together into one video and then we're going to save it into Dubb. The cool and flexible thing about clip recording is you can drag and drop videos from your computer. If you got the MP4 file, you can drop it right in here and make it part of the eventual video. Now, I recorded a screen recording clip. That's what I recorded right there. It's one clip. So how do I continue now? So down in the bottom left of the preview window, there are 3 creative choices to continue recording. The one all the way to the left is record screen video. That's the style that I just did right there. So if I want to record another clip like that, I'm going to hit that button there. It's going to bring me back to where I was. I probably would have swapped out my background for something else if I, unless I'm still talking about this. I'm going to hit the record button again, get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. And now I'm just recording a second clip in the same style I did the first one. Hit the check mark. There is the second clip. And I can move these clips in any order that I want to. I can be very creative in terms of I don't have to go from A to Z. I also can tap the 3-dot menu and download or delete each individual clip. The second icon down here in the middle is your webcam icon. So when I hit that there, it's going to open up my webcam. And now this is going to be a different looking video. I could say, hey, welcome to this video, or hey, thanks for joining me, or hey, thanks for watching. I want to talk to you about something very specific. It looks different than the other ones. Hit the check mark, and then there's that video. The last option down to the bottom left is going to be what's called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to go into your video library, grab a video that you've already recorded, put it inside of a bubble, and place it on top of anything that you want, and the pre-recorded version of you is going to do all the work. So if I hit the narrator button here, I'm going to go grab a video. There it is that I've already made. I'm going to put it on top of whatever I want now. And now the pre-recorded version, when I hit record, is going to do all the work for me.
Hey, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating.
And all I have to do is just, move myself around, use annotations. Now, the last part of this is going to be combining the clips into one video and saving it into Dubb. You have 2 options. Down over to the bottom right, you're going to see an upload button. If I click upload, it's going to merge all the clips together and save it into Dubb. If I select the edit button, it's going to merge them together, but I can do a quick little edit right here inside the desktop app. It's just like the one we saw earlier inside of Dubb. I can edit it right here. We also have a cool little button over here called Smart Cut. So if you want to get rid of the silences in the video, you can get rid of them. You can download the MP4 over here if you want to, and then click the upload button into Dubb, and that's going to merge everything together and save it into the Dubb platform. Now, the last kind of way that we're going to record is going to be with the Dubb mobile app. So the mobile app is very similar to the Dubb desktop app because it records in clips as well. So to get the Dubb mobile app, Dubb, Dubb app, and when you have it, here is how you're going to record a video, and I'm going to show you some other kind of cool stuff on it as well. Okay, so here is the Dubb mobile app home area. You can see your video library right in the middle. We're going to record. So I'm going to tap the blue button at the bottom, the blue camera button, and that's going to open up my camera. Now, when you first have the Dubb mobile app, it will be defaulted for 1 minute of recording time. And there are other specifics down here. I would slide it over to 10 minutes. That way you don't get cut off. You can't go beyond 10 on the mobile app. And to record, you got two choices. I either can tap the circle at the bottom to record, or I can hold it the whole time and then release it to stop recording. The holding it the whole time gives you kind of an accurate end of your clip if you want to, but it's your choice. I'm going to tap the circle right here, and now I'm recording. You can see the timer at the top and you can see the timer at the bottom. If I want to pause and resume, all I have to do is hit the pause and resume button right over here. And to end the recording, tap the circle again, and there is the clip that I have just recorded, just like the desktop app, clip recording. And this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone. So I have it in my photo video area if I do need it later. I'm going to hit record one more time just so we have multiple clips in here. There's my second clip. And I can move these around. I can take my finger, hold one, and I can slide it. So I can change the order of any of these clips, again, just like the desktop app. And if I tap a clip individually with my finger, I can rotate it, I can trim it, I can delete it. And if I select the edit button, this is where I can do some stuff here. So in here, notice the scissor icon to the top right. That scissor icon is called auto cut. So if I recorded a clip and I'm really pausing between what I'm saying and I want to get rid of those pauses, those silences, those gaps, hitting that auto cut will do that, and it will automatically make the video so there's no gaps in between you speaking. It's almost like a jump cut. You also have a music icon to the right. If you select the music icon, this is going to give you the option to add royalty-free music to the video. Just make sure you adjust the levels so the music doesn't overwhelm your voice. We also have a text icon where you can put the text on the screen, right? The hook, like we showed in the beginning. Hit the text icon to the right. And then you just come in here.
We have multiple clips in here.
And just type like this. All you have to do is just type your hook like that, click update, and now you can do different font, size, color, whatever you want, move it around the screen, however you'd like it. There's also a microphone icon to the right. This is for a voiceover. So click the microphone icon and do a voiceover, and then just adjust the original audio, whether you want zero original audio or you want a little bit. There's also a timer icon to the right. So if you have a nice action clip and you really want to speed this thing up to 10x, you can go all the way up to 10x if you want to. There's also a captions icon to the bottom right. That's to burn in captions to the clip. You can burn them in right here, or you can burn them in at the end. These icons over here, if you want to know their function, just select the tooltip at the top, and it's going to give you their functionality right here. Just a couple quick important ones. Countdown timer, that's always kind of cool to have on if you tap the button. If you hold it, you don't need that because then you release it stops. But if you're just tapping to record, having a countdown timer on is pretty good. There's 3 and 10 seconds. I always have mine on 3, 2, 1 because it kind of matches everywhere else in Dubb. 3, 2, 1, same kind of feeling. Now the teleprompter we have is right here, this one. So when you click this here, select the script that you want. Let me grab a different one that doesn't have that on it. Let me see. How about this one? No, I want to go different here. Let's go me. How about this one? Here we go. Okay, so notice how I can move the script up and down like this. The reason that's important is because if you're doing a recording and you're not keeping your eyes up where the camera is, they're wandering down here where the words are, either increase the speed or just move everything up so the words are right up by the camera, so your eyes are staying within the range. There's nothing to look at down here. It's keeping it up there. And you also can do landscape. So if you want to physically turn your phone, the script is going to adjust to landscape. And right now it's on auto scroll. So you can do speeds between 1 and 10. Hit that play button to see if you like the speed, just to test it. And if you want to make any changes, hit the pencil icon right here and you can make some changes with the edit. Now, if you want to use voice recognition and you don't want the scroll speed, you can select the gear icon to the left, select auto track, and then it would look something like this when I hit record. If you want to generate more leads, book more meetings, and make more money. AI makes it easy. So see, I was highlighting the words as I was reading them. That's called auto track. So you can select right over here and choose auto track or auto scroll. Just depends. And then hit the X to the top right, and that's going to close it. Now, I mentioned picture in picture in the beginning. That's going to be this button right here, second one from the bottom. So if you select that there, it's going to open up here, and you're able to move yourself around, make yourself bigger, smaller, zoom into the background, all kinds of choices. And then the last one down here is your virtual background. That's where you just screenshot stuff on your phone and it puts it behind you just like this. I'll choose one right here. Here we go. Boom. Just pretend it's a photo. Screenshot you took, you put it behind you. Now, when you're ready to actually get moving and merge all these clips together into one video, it's going to be the blue button to the top right, the blue arrow. That's going to merge the clips together. And then on your phone, you're going to have a finished video downloaded to your photo video area that you do have. And when this is done here, you're going to have the ability to save this into Dubb. All you have to do is click the upload button, the blue upload button, and that's going to save it into Dubb. Now, when the video is saved into Dubb, you have access to it. You can also do sending here from the mobile app. So see my video library right here. I can select a video, and all I have to do is click that blue share video button right down there in the middle. Click copy for email, copies it to your clipboard, you paste it. Copy for SMS, copies it, paste it. Or you can select the icons to the top right of the video. Block icon is email, paper airplane icon is going to be your SMS to send. Now, if you are using any kind of CRM or a third-party sender, like you have like a MailChimp or a Constant Contact or HubSpot or a Salesforce or a Go High Level or a Lofty or whatever it is, we have a really big list of a lot of companies we have integrations with. So you can keep those things. If you love the company, you love the workflows, you can keep them. Just add video. That's all you have to do. Now, if you want to use Dubb as kind of your one-stop shop, you absolutely can do that. Right over here to the left, you can click on CRM. You can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, and tags. You can do campaigns with Dubb, email and SMS. And you also can do automation, workflows, drip sequences. That's if you have Pro Plus with Dubb. You can do those automated sequences with drip flows. Now, I mentioned Auto, the AI guide in the beginning, right here in the dashboard. Auto is great for anything related to content writing, questions about Dubb. The cool thing about this right here with Auto is it has this cool little function over here where you can actually break down your audience. So, we talked about in the beginning with preset landing pages, how they speak to different parts of your audience. You can do the same thing here. Just create profiles of different parts of your audience. If I was in real estate, imagine this said buyers and sellers. I can create the profile, and then the AI is going to know when I ask it to write some content, I just pick my audience, and it's going to remember everything about it. And when it writes the content, it's going to say, hey, do you want to save this into scripts? Yes. And then it saves it inside a Dubb, and then you can load it into teleprompter. So it's pretty amazing. And then also for help down here, you have the intercom bubble down here. So if you want to chat with someone on our team, you absolutely can do that. You can do a keyword search in here. If I put in the Dubb desktop app, it'll bring up an article, video, and screenshots as well. If you want to call a number 24/7, this is our AI guide, Sophia. Questions can be answered with tech, strategy, whatever you need. If you want a learning library, watch training videos. This is our Dubb showcase page. It's got all of our videos in here, and it's from A to Z in terms of how to use the platform. If you do want to get founder coaching, excuse me, this is with Ruben and Darius once a week, Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. You just need to have our Pro Plus plan. So in the founder coaching, they have their own curriculum, their own teachings, deeper dives into the tech and strategy. There's a form you can fill out called Open Mic. So if you fill that out before the meeting, Ruben and Darius will review and they'll give you their breakdown of it during the meeting. So if you want access to founder coaching once a week, you just have to be part of Pro Plus. If you're on Pro right now and you want to upgrade, or you're on a free trial and you want to go to Pro Plus, put upgrade into the chat or email support@dubb.com and we'll give you the best deal we possibly can. Lastly, with referrals, we have a partner program. Excuse me. So when you hit apply now, it's going to create a referral link for you. That referral link is going to be a 30% recurring commission that you are going to get paid when you share that link and someone decides to subscribe to Dubb. It doesn't sunset, it doesn't go away, unless we stop getting paid, it would. But and if you're on a paid plan with Dubb right now, if you're paying Pro or Pro Plus, if you get 4 or 5 folks at 30% recurring to subscribe, you're on a free plan. Now we're paying you instead, and you can go well beyond that. So we're really supportive of our partners. If you ever get a group of people together in a Zoom room and you want me to come in and pitch, let me know. I'll just come in and present for you. If you have a group of people together, that's no problem. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of the training today about Dubb AI, and I put the link in there in terms of our 12:30 p.m. PST Monday through Friday meetings. Dubb AI is part of Dubb. It's a new tool the team has created. It does the doing, as we like to say. It sends emails, it updates your CRM, it does lead generation. It can do all kinds of recurring tasks. So it's pretty neat. So every day at 12:30, if you want to register, it is dubb.com. I'll put this in here again. Dubb.com/TAI if you want to pop in. And if you do end up getting Dubb AI, there is a connection between both worlds here. So inside your classic Dubb Sales Studio that we looked at today, there is a drop down right over here. So this drop down will take you between both places. So if you end up getting the Dubb AI sales agent, just click on sales agent. It's going to bring you right to the ai.dubb.com dashboard, which is what we discuss every day at 12:30. And if you want to go right back over to the world we were just in, click Dubb Studio and it's going to bring you right back here. So it's a nice combination of both worlds. All right, let's see. Are there any questions before we head out for the day as we head towards the top of the hour? I know there were some questions in there earlier. I think Ina got to most of the questions. Ina, it looks like you got to most of them, it seems, right? I think most of them in there.
I think all good. Hiva had some questions, but I was able to answer them in the chat
Okay.
unless she has other questions.
Who was it, Ina? Who had that?
Hava?
Oh, Hava. Yeah, we spoke at the beginning. Hava. Hey, Hava. So I hope the real estate stuff made sense. If you just forget about everything else and just said the things I said at the top, those are the three things you want.
Right.
So,
Okay. So if you were me and you're not really that tech savvy,
Mhm.
which video, like which one would you do first? Like
What
as
do
a
you do a lot of? What do you do a lot of? Do you do market updates, property walkthroughs? Do you do market analysis? What do you do a lot of?
well, I do open houses, I
Mhm.
do CMAs, I do a variety of things.
I would think for the CMA, I would use the
Or market update. I'm doing a newsletter for market updates too.
okay, perfect. So for the market update, do you use a doc or do you use like a website that you kind of walk through?
Constant contact.
Okay. But are you on like a site that you're talking about? Like how do they visually see the market
Oh no, I
update?
don't do a video.
Right, right. But I'm saying the reference. What are you referencing? Like where do you get the info? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, where
Yeah,
do I get the data?
you
Okay,
got it.
there's California Association of Realtors, there's the MLS, there's
Okay.
Claude,
Okay.
there's Altos, there's a lot of different.
Because think about it like this. Let me show you this. Let me pull this up. I'll give you an example.
I have a script right now
Oh, good. Hey,
for the I was doing a constant contact newsletter where I show what's happening in the country,
yeah.
in California, in Southern California, West Side Los Angeles, the
Okay.
Valley, Beverly Hills, that kind of thing.
Just think about what it looks like visually because like can you see my screen here?
Yep.
Because see how this is just a site, right? It's talking about the LA market, right? It's just
Yeah.
you can see things, okay? The
Oh
reason it's
yeah.
cool to have a visual, like, and again, whether you want to make a slide deck, if you have a site, if you're
Uh-huh.
in the MLS, whatever, the point is that when you're able to record these videos, right? Like if I was on the page here, let me just go back
Yep.
here. When you're walking through something, imagine being able to point something out.
Oh my God, I love that.
This is it. This is what you want to do. This is like
And I don't know how to. Okay, yeah, it's gonna take me time to figure it all out. Okay.
all right, ready? Just real, and you can watch this back. We'll put the link in the chat for our YouTube
Okay.
channel because this is going to be here. Go back to this part of the recording.
Okay.
What I'm doing right here is if it is a website, okay, if it's a site that we're on within the browser, see the
Okay.
little Dubb button up here at the top? See this thing?
Yep.
This is the Dubb Chrome extension. We have a
Okay.
support article on this. Just Google it. It's a three-step process to pin this thing up here. So whenever you have a site pulled up or anything within your browser, just click
Hmm.
this little button and it's going to put you on the page. So now
Oh,
when you hit
wow.
record like
Uh-huh.
this, right? I just choose my page. There it is. Remember, we
Uh-huh.
talked about the GIF. Remember, you want to be doing something interesting like, hey, when the video begins, right?
Right.
And then you just start talking about it. Say, hey, listen, I want to talk about this part right down here. We're looking at volume. Hey, everybody cares about volume right here. So
Yeah.
anyway, you just start making your way through it, but this is
Yes.
browser based, Chrome
Yeah.
extension. Now,
Okay.
if you have a document, okay, let's just say you got a slide deck or something, right? That's where you want to use the Dubb desktop app, which is right up here at the top. So when you
Hmm.
hit record screen, the desktop app is cool because see this little button down here at the bottom where it says custom? See this thing?
Yep.
When you click this here, you can crop around whatever you want to show. So if you have a
Okay.
slide deck, you can crop around it perfectly. Or you
Hmm.
can, it's a document, it's a doc you're walking through. Maybe it's a listing agreement you want to walk through for somebody. You can
Yeah.
put it around this. So the desktop app goes on top of anything, but the
Okay.
Chrome extension is only browser based. That makes sense?
Not really.
Okay, listen, just listen. Start here. Give me an example. Are you MLS? Do you use the MLS a lot when you're talking about the market update? What's the one thing you use a lot? Site or document? Website or document?
Uh, website.
Yeah, okay, then use the Chrome right here. All you have to
Okay.
do, Dubb Chrome extension.
Okay. I
Google it.
have Chrome. Okay.
Yep. Get the button up here and then hit record, and it puts you right on the page.
Okay,
Just
great.
think about when you send it. Remember the animated preview, right? You
Right.
want to put yourself right in, you can even point at the title, just like this. Hey, this
Uh-huh.
is Rob. Listen, I want to talk about this today. The
Uh-huh.
first 3 seconds is going to show you smiling and pointing. That's
Mm-hmm.
just like this that I showed in the beginning. Remember?
Right. Yes.
That's the first 3 seconds of the video. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
literally starting it with my hook holding up the little whiteboard, and then I just keep talking. So
Okay.
just play with it. Send us an example, but
Okay.
choose the site, get the Chrome extension, start there.
Okay.
I would start there. Yeah.
Okay.
Just forget everything else. Just forget like you
Okay.
didn't hear anything else. Just go back to this recording. Chrome extension, website, you visually talking about what makes it so cool in the market. What's your take on
Mm-hmm.
it? And just
Okay.
practice it.
Okay.
Make 4 or 5 horrible videos and then make a
Okay.
good one. Doesn't, but don't, the thing is like don't make them perfect because it's impossible to make the perfect video. Just
Okay.
be your personality because they're gonna meet,
Okay. All
you know
right.
what I mean? Yeah. Anyway,
All right,
I hope that
great.
helps.
Yes, it does. Okay.
Okay, send us a video next week.
I
How to wrap the
will.
holiday.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
All right, we'll be waiting. All right, perfect. Anybody else before we go? Anything on anybody's mind before we head out into the 4th of July craziness for the weekend? Anybody? 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 It's last call. This is it. No more after this. This is bars closing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Everybody, happy Friday. If we'll see the people over at 12:30 p.m. PST. If you want to come to Dubb AI, that meeting's going to be later. Myself, Ina, Ruben, Darius will all be in there. So see you there or see you next week. Bye, everybody.